Live. We live.
She'd be like, Ron is so sexy, he's everything. Something like
that. You want her to lie?
Yeah, let her lie.
Oh, that's not a lie.
No.
Rose is the sexiest man on this planet.
I love you, girl.
I ain't never in my life seen a man finer, to be honest.
You know, it's crazy. I feel the same way about you. I've never seen a woman.
Talk good.
I've never seen a woman as pretty as you, girl. I promise you that.
Thank you, Rose.
My mom gonna be so mad when she hear me say that.
She don't gotta never hear it.
Damn.
Keep it in the archives.
Man, you making my heart beat fast.
You give me butterflies.
Oh!
We are not about to sit here and fake flirt. That is so funny. We're not about to do that.
Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Shout out Nigel, shout out everybody here, shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
We are talking about safe spaces.
Okay. Do men create safe spaces for women?
You say do they?
Yeah.
Or should they?
I think you should. I definitely think you should.
Ooh, are they?
Or will they?
I didn't know that. I
All
just
of
didn't
the
know.
above.
Can
Right,
they?
honestly, all of the above.
I hope so.
I feel like that's the point. I feel like men should create a safe space for women, or they should create a safe space for each other. It doesn't always happen that way, but they should.
Of course.
Do we though?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah. That should be the question. Do they? And how?
How you should.
How do you do that?
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, let's talk about it.
I think it should be equal. I think it should be mutual. I think both parties should be able to provide a safe space in order for the relationship to balance out and level out. So when those uncomfortable situations come about, it's not as hard to have those topics or those talks with your significant other because you guys know how to kind of work in each other's space together.
Right. Yeah.
But I also think it's really how you was raised though.
Okay.
I think that's where it starts.
Okay.
From a female, from your mother, I'm thinking that she's the one that's going to show you how you should be
Interacting
with a female. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you don't have that upbringing, then you're not gonna know unless you're just completely going off of trial and error until you get to a point where you be like, all right, I kind of understand it now.
Yeah. From my point of view, I just feel like if a man wants to thrive in the relationship, or if the man wants to create a healthy environment, you have to create a safe space for the woman, right?
Right.
Because the woman is the multiplier, right? So at some point, she has to feel comfortable and confident in her environment for her to be able to become.
What's a safe space?
Basically, you feeling like you can be vulnerable with me. You can tell me anything and not feel judged. That's the mental part. The physical part is.
On the camera roll.
This is a safe space.
I thought it was a fucking dog, nigga.
This is a safe space.
Yeah, I'm like, who got a dog in this motherfucker?
See him.
Oh, he's saying he's the safe space.
That's what he said.
Bro, come on, man. You are hilarious.
I can't control a grown man. Okay.
I thought somebody brought a dog in the fucking show. Yo.
I think it'll make it fun.
That was hilarious.
That was crazy.
That was funny. I think I agree with a safe space.
Hold on, I ain't finished.
Oh, shit. I don't feel safe in this space.
You don't feel safe?
No.
Are you sure?
Not really. I got people crawling up. I got people cutting me. You know what I'm saying?
Not to be a dick, but you get what you put out. So I'm gonna create a safe space for you if you create a safe space for me.
Yeah.
It can't be a whole. I think we in this era now of like which I get it. You know what I'm saying? We the man. We supposed to lead. We supposed to do all this other stuff. So we create the narrative, but at the same time, like women are in a space now to where if it ain't gonna go, it ain't gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can create a safe space, but if you're not gonna allow me to actually make that space for you and give me like some type of pushback with whatever I may feel like is how I know how to do something, then it's kind of hard for me to cater to how you want shit to go.
Right.
If that space is not created, then there's trust issues, there's communication issues, there's a lot of issues in a relationship, and I think that's what helps and makes the relationship flow. Yeah,
I agree. I think that it's best to be able to kind of gauge your partner and know exactly what your partner wants, what speaks to them, how they best respond in a relationship, like whatever it is that you do, how your partner responds to that, then allows you to kind of figure out exactly like how to maneuver in the relationship as efficient as possible, because we know it ain't perfect,
right?
And you're gonna have those situations that's gonna make a lot of shit uncomfortable. But if you're able to talk with each other and come with a solution where it's not as volatile or like explosive, then it makes it easier.
Right. Yeah.
Is no way around it. It's not like, do you want to? It's more like figuring out a way to do it.
You think men play on that?
Honestly, I don't think men know that, right? But just like you said, it starts with your upbringing. So just think about a guy that was raised by a single mom, right? No dad, other men in and out of the house, right? Out of their lives.
Yeah.
They didn't see their mother in that space, right? They saw her always, I don't want to say struggling, because that might not be everybody's reality, but they always saw her like in and out of things, nothing really stable, nothing sustainable, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's representation. It's what you see. It's what you're exposed to. You know, if you were raised and you just saw men come and go, that's what you're gonna think a man's place is as a man, which is sad, really.
Yeah.
Being able to express yourself. Yeah, that's the mental part, and the physical part is safe space. You just being around me in any public place or at home or wherever we at, and just feeling safe and protected. That's a safe space. Like,
I agree.
You being with a man, like, I feel safe. I feel protected. I feel like nothing's gonna happen to me with him around. Like, women need that shit, because a lot of times they don't get that from men. I've heard stories.
But at the end of it, like, chivalry it shit ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you're supposed to have it in order to where you know what you want to do, what you want to say, how you want to get the girl. You know what I mean? Don't be no dick about it or no shit like that. But you know, the receiving it is always got to be. You know what I'm saying?
It's subjective, though.
You know what I mean?
It can go either way. It's just like, I don't know, it's just one of those weird questions, because, yeah, of course women create a safe space for men, but not all women. Of course men create safe space for women, but not all. You know what I'm saying? So it just, either or. Maybe more so, how do you create a safe space for your girl? Or how does your girl create a safe space for you? What does a safe space to you look like? You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like men can play on it to a degree, though. I think the ones that were raised that way.
Okay.
I feel like I think men use that to keep women on their toes.
Yeah.
Which is not comfortable, but I mean, you're gonna do what's comfortable to you.
Right.
And then when dudes begin heartbroken too, though, that's another reason I think they play on that too, though.
I think men might use it as a cop-out, right?
Okay.
Like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know this is what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I was on the bullshit. I didn't know. You know what I mean? And it's like a lack of accountability. Because I always say, how you were raised is your parents' responsibility. But once you reach a certain age of adulthood, you have to take responsibility and fix the things that you see need to be fixed and heal the things that you know need to be healed. You can't go through life being upset about something that you saw when you was 6 years old, or taking, you know, how your uncle did your aunt when you was 3, and now you just want to drag every bitch from here to infinity. Like, that's counterproductive to everybody.
Talk a little bit about what a safe space for a woman looks like.
For me as a woman, or for all women?
For you.
Go ahead, you go.
I think that when I date someone, I think that's like a priority for me, is to date someone who makes me feel comfortable, makes me feel safe, makes me feel protected, insecure with myself. Whether that's like, so I don't feel insecure about the way I look or the way I feel, but also in the public, I don't want anybody to come beat me up. I feel like that guy is going to make sure he does that, regardless whether he can beat him up or shoot him up. Either way, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, physically and mentally, right?
For sure.
So I'm saying, do you think a safe space is like somebody that you can tell anything and they're okay with it and don't judge you?
For me, it's like allowing me to be my most feminine self, because it's like I feel like that's the main issue in relationships is that I can't really even be like a woman to your man if you don't create that space. So like you said, it's definitely mutual, it's both sides, but it's like I think there's not enough of the like allowing me to be my soft self, allowing me to be just me, and allow me, because it's like you meet a lot of men who are like, oh, you're not allowing me to be like a man, and it's like allow me to be soft. Because it'd be like the same reason you love me is the same reason you hate me. You got a lot of men out here that are like, I was raised by a strong black woman and that's what I like strong black women. And then they meet you and they like, okay, you too strong, you too hard, you can't. And it's like, allow me to be my soft self. I don't want to be hard around you. I don't totally agree. This tough person. I don't want to be this hard black woman every day. That's how I have to show up in the world already. It's already hard. But if I can be myself with you and you create that space, allow me to be myself, allow me to communicate, allow me to be emotional, allow me to cry in front of you and not feel like you're gonna bring this back up, call me emotional, or use my trauma to. It's just like allow me to be me.
In reality, all of us have this facade of what other people see us as, right? And then when we're at home and we're vulnerable and we're like our real self.
You're really a totally different person.
A really different person. I am like, me personally, I'm a totally different person who the girl you see on Instagram. I am a goof, weird ball.
I think we all like that. When we start to deal with somebody that we really like.
You start like opening that, but I want you to like both sides. Like the weird me. Like the real vulnerable me. And if I'm crying or if I'm sad about something that most people don't know, be okay with that and learn how to love me while I'm sad, or learn to love me while I'm down, or not that strong person. Like love me at all times.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes me feel safe.
Guys, and I didn't know that guys were that. I hate generalizing.
Yeah, no, you good.
But I didn't know guys were that evil and petty. Like, so you mad because a girl in the 8th grade told you to kick rock.
That lingers though. It's a, I don't know. It does linger, and it's a maturity thing too though.
Linger?
It does, cause now it's like every girl after that you starting to not think about it, but you trying to make sure that don't happen again. So you doing too much really. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, until you get to a point where you get comfortable, I mean, I take time though. I mean, I don't know.
You 36. This happened when you was 14, bro. You gotta let it the fuck go. Like, bruh.
You right.
If she would have gave you a shot, you wouldn't even know what to do with it. You know what I mean?
Us now being in society that we're in now, we're starting to see that the roles are either now becoming equal or they're flipping all the way around, where women are really driving more of the household. So men in previous years or in previous decades have always been known that if they provide for the household, they the man.
Right.
And if you now are dealing with a woman who's self-sufficient and can do really everything for herself, but just really want her man to just show up. That's all I need is just you to show up. I don't necessarily need the monetary value, which is cool. It's cool. That's a bonus, but I can provide for myself and also provide for the household if I have to.
Right.
But be the man, be the leader. Allow me to be submissive, allow me to be soft, and allow me to let you lead the relationship. So if you don't make that space, because you do hear those comments of you're too strong, you're too independent, and it's like, okay, well, when you talk to somebody and you ask them what they want, I want a strong, independent black woman. Then we get into the household. Then you date one, and then it's too much because you really
don't know where to step in. But it's like it's not that hard.
And I think a lot of men lose their self if they don't have the money. If they're not making the money aspect, they are lost. They don't realize that as a man, it comes with so many other dimensions outside of money.
And I think we're no longer living in changed about the times. You was about to say that. That's what has changed about the times now, where it's like it's not so much of a gender role. It's more of like it's okay that you pick up where I lack.
That's
you know
all.
what
That's
I mean?
all it
And
needs to be.
and that's 50-50 for me. It's like
Same.
you might be good with finances,
Yeah.
and I might be better at finances, and you might not be good at finances. But it's like the relationship has to work. So it's like if you're a better cook, and I'm supposed to be the cook as the woman, you cook. Like there's not this. It shouldn't be that complicated.
Nobody wants to waste their time and energy and resources on bullshit. Like if you gonna be on bullshit, and everybody's entitled to be on what they want to be on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want to be on bullshit, just go be on bullshit with somebody that want to be on bullshit with you. You know what I mean? Don't come bringing your bullshit to me. Yeah, because it's just not fair. You know, and I just think people got away from being empathetic and just human decency.
I think everybody just sick and tired of being sick and tired, really. And
so what do you do about it?
Stick to yourself. That's what I think. You gotta give yourself some time before you can go back out there, because if you continue to do that, I mean, you continue to date, you're gonna continue bringing your passion to your next relationship.
Yeah.
Thinking that that person's supposed to get you out of it, which is a cop out.
Yeah.
And then that don't work out, and then you try to hop in something else. But I think you just gotta be by yourself.
Yeah.
And be okay with being by yourself.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
a start, though.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that I care about physical when it comes to like someone who is mentally strong. So I think I look deep into somebody who like is in the gym. Like I like somebody who is physically fit.
But that makes you feel physically safe.
No, it does. But I still don't.
If you date a scrawny nigga, you don't feel like.
But I like scrawny niggas. I want you to know that I really like slim guys. I am so into that.
Really?
I am insanely into that. I don't like.
So you ain't been in no situation where you felt like your life was threatened and the nigga didn't save you.
I never felt like that, but that's my type is smaller men. I feel I like smaller men. That's what I like.
And I think we get stuck in that trajectory because so many people are like raised in like our generation that we're dating now. We were probably either raised by a dual household or a single parent that was really in the house doing everything for us, or a grandparent.
Yeah.
So a lot of men are used to seeing that and wanting that,
right,
and then thinking that's what it's supposed to come with. But it's like, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. But it's like they work best when you're doing exactly what they want what they want you to do. But then when you're lacking or they're lacking on their end, then you're not happy. So yeah, I think a safe space is just all about it is subjective, you know what I mean? So I feel like just allow me to be soft. Allow me to, like, if I cry, I don't need to hear you say she too damn emotional. Or if I express my emotions. Yeah, or if I express my emotions.
Actually, I'm allowed to be sensitive.
I should be.
That's what I should be. Because I should be your space to come and be sensitive.
Exactly.
So
exactly. I agree. So I mean, I just think like it is subjective, but I think women, we're running into these issues, like I said, like we just kind of like, not to say head honcho, but we in here driving. We're driving our own selves.
It's different.
So it comes. We come into the relationship. A lot of these women come into the relationship not needing that financial aspect for real. And when that's not needed, then the man is somewhere like, what the hell do you need then?
Right.
You know. So.
And I get it.
I do too.
I get both sides.
I get both sides as well. But it's just kind of like you got to understand that you can be just as important, powerful, just as needed, just as powerful if that person don't need the finances.
That's the communication part, and that's the part where the woman makes the man feel comfortable enough that it's like, that's not, I know that's like, you were put out here and they told you had to be all of this strong black man and you got to do all, but it's like, that's okay. Like, we're in this together. It's okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You have to be able to live with you before you can live, with somebody. And I always say, like, when you're in that waiting period, that's the best time for you to work on yourself. You know what I mean?
Waiting as far as what?
Like that period where you're growing and healing and moving.
Oh, the waiting process you're trying to get over. I got you.
Right. Like that should be the time where you should have 100% focus on yourself. And bettering yourself, your craft. Yes, for sure. Like go crazy. Go crazy on your work. Go crazy on your dreams. Go crazy on your goals. But so many people just go from A to B to, like I I wouldn't feel comfortable like dating a guy like that. Like if you just broke up with your chick like 2 minutes ago.
Who telling people that though? Who telling you I just broke up with my girl last week? If you try to talk to me, or I see some type of chemistry, I might not put that out there yet. I don't want to mess this up. If I tell you that might be a turn off for you.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be a turn off for you.
It might be, but later, I ain't gonna say later down the line, but it's gonna come out. You know what I mean? These are the type of questions that you should be you should be asking, and then they're gonna be weird. They gonna because once people break up, it take a minute for it really to be a real breakup. You know,
might
so
go back a couple
you
times,
might
too.
go back a couple times, might spin the block. You know what I'm saying? Shorty calling, like, cause now she trying to check your temperature, and then it's like, okay, this is weird. Like, so what's going on? So it's just, I don't know. It's just whack.
Safe spaces for men. Talk about that.
I'm all for it.
For me, a safe space for me is just feel like I can truly be myself.
Right.
And if I can't be myself with you, then it's probably not a safe space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or if I got to worry about you throwing something back in my face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Later, like, you know what I'm saying? I confided in you and told you about something of my childhood, and then you bring it up later, like, oh, nigga, it's because your mama ain't never hugged you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you throwing that shit in my face, and then you're not a safe space for me. I don't need to be around you.
When I tell you, like, baby, come and cry on Mama Titty for real. You need to talk. What you said? You had a long day. Hold on, let me get me some glasses. Hold on, let's get some glasses.
Right.
Let's get some wine. Let's talk. Like, what's going on? Like, I really I'm not gonna say enjoy because that's not like probably the proper word to say, but I like to know that my man feels safe with talking to me about whatever.
Yeah.
Like literally whatever. Like you leaving work and you like, baby, get what happened today?
Right.
And you like, no, what happened? Like it's like I like that. I live for that. I like to be able to make sure that I bring the aura and the comfortability with allowing somebody to come and just pour whatever it is they need to pour. Now the crying part that do get me, because then we're gonna have to take a break because I gotta cry too. Because I don't do well with men crying. I mean, I like it, but it's just kind of like, oh shit.
Right.
Because you sometimes really don't also know how to even kind of like coddle that. Because I've had men that's cried and I'm like, oh shit. Tissue? Like, it's kind of almost awkward. Like,
that's me when people cry.
Yeah, like, I don't be knowing kind of what to do. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just kind of like, oh, okay, let me try to, make this as less awkward as it is, because it's already awkward for a man to do that.
To do it, yeah.
So I'm all for safe spaces with a man. I feel like the more you allow a man to be safe, the more you opening up doors for him to do whatever it is and whatever
and for
he
y'all
needs
to
do.
connect as well.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't, especially nigga nowadays, I ain't really going. So you do some fucked up shit to me, then you damn right, I'm gonna fucking hold that shit on you.
So you ain't creating a safe space, nigga.
I mean, what you want me to do? Like, you done talked about what I told
Y'all
you.
having an argument
so
and you
shit
bring up some
happening.
whole shit. That's
Like,
a safe space.
Like I was supposed to be walked all over, and not goddamn have my feelings and shit, reciprocated. Like what you said, like shit, if I told you some shit, then you gotta give me the courtesy and the respect that you want. That's why I say it gotta be received in a certain way to where, you know what I'm saying, you get what you put out. And that's like you said, men and women, I think that's just human nature, period.
I just feel like,
oh Lord,
I guess I just play devil's etiquette here. Because now I agree. I'm 1,000% on the same way. I like for it. It's just the connection piece, period. And it's just like, I feel like it would be selfish to not
allow
it when you want it so bad. You know what I mean? And it's so important to you.
Right.
But I think the scary part about it is like, some men use it to manipulate.
No manipulation, right? Don't gaslight a situation, and men are very good at manipulating situations and having women think that they're crazy, and thinking that they're insecure.
You know what I mean? Like some men, I've had men literally cry and cheated. You ain't cried. You ain't cried. You ain't do all of that. You ain't do all of that crying.
To finesse. See, now I ain't had that. Because then I'm cutting shit up.
And I felt bad. Like you said, I got a little teary eyed myself. Like, oh my God.
And then he turned around and it's something completely opposite.
Yeah.
That's scary though.
Or cried to get you back. And then it would be the same
shit.
Yeah. I really thought I was gonna lose you. I thought you was gone.
I thought you was out of here.
Over, like, for real, yeah.
See, I've never
and then realized like how easy it was. So then it becomes a thing of like, it's like some people will play on that. So, but I'm saying
if it's sincere, if it's genuine,
I'm all for it. I like that. That's the
sincere
connection that is needed in a relationship.
But, and a friend of mine just posted this the other day, it's not that women are insecure, it's that they're not secure. Like,
that's keeping you on your toes. That's that you
right.
don't like. Yeah.
Yeah, but why I gotta be on my toes? I'm supposed to be able to.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to relax and be calm and be, you know, safe around you, not with my head on a swivel.
That's an insecurity from a male standpoint, though. That's something that he's dealing with on the inside, that he feel like he has to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if he feel like if he feel like he's straightforward, honest with you, you might leave. It could be a plethora of reasons why, but I guess they try to keep you in that parameter. Don't want you to go nowhere, talk to nobody else, so he might play off of certain little things.
But what men don't understand, if you're honest, like 95% of the women will accept. Yeah, they'll accept it. Like, but you don't even give people a chance. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because once you start lying and I lose respect for you, I have never in the history of Sakia re-respected a nigga. Like, it's dead. You know what I mean?
It has to be both ways. You can't want that and not give it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Yeah. But I don't, you know, the whole flipping it and manipulating and crying and doing all that extra.
They out there.
I know they are, but yeah, because I'm cutting
on your knees crying.
You're not gonna do that shit to me, like.
So, like, do you start off like with the space being safe, or do you wait until she gives you a reason to give her?
I mean,
you're giving off toxic vibes right now.
I don't want to say I'm toxic.
You're giving future right
now.
What
my nigga say? I may be a little toxic, but you gonna love it over here, bitch. Oh, yeah, I'm being 100 with you.
Nigga said it ain't safe over here, bitch, but you gonna like it.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna like this shit.
You might.
You gonna jump out this plane, nigga.
I have to duck
your
a few times, but shit.
Open, but you gonna jump out this plane.
But then again, like, just being the gentleman I am, being raised by a strong black woman, like, I'm not gonna make some shit fucked up for you, and I feel like I'm always in the right by doing, you know what I'm saying, because of what has happened to me in the past, what I, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I just say what I say as far as you get what you put out. So if I say that, like what you were saying, like I'm telling you things that are vulnerable to me, or that I feel like, you know, it's personal to me, that's me, like you said, creating a safe space for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you fuck around and think like, okay, I got this nigga right, well, I want him, like what women fucking do, and you know that you're not really trying to whatever, like, I done gave up some shit that I can't get back. Like, as a man, you feel me? Because as men, we're taught to be, you know what I'm saying, tough.
Yeah, you can't be
And
vulnerable.
then once you give that shit up, it's like what I'm saying, you can't get that shit back.
Definitely feel that you need to sit down with your significant other and you got to be completely transparent. I'm a strong believer in transparency. If you really want to dive deep into a person, if you really want to learn that you love them, you need to really know the real them.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I think that if you communicate and be transparent with each other.
Somebody feeling like they can communicate with you about any subject, about anything, that makes them feel very safe.
Right.
Very. And that's like me, that's with me with my homeboys.
That's true.
That's with me with my mom. That's with me with my girlfriend. Anybody that I have a relationship with, if I feel like I can communicate with them, I feel safe. I feel I'm in a safe space because I'm not being judged. I can say whatever I want to them and they're going to keep it real with me at all times, whether I like it or not, whether it hurts or whether it helps me. That's my safe space.
I don't know, you in a relationship? Or do you feel like, my bad. I mean, in your most recent relationship, did you feel like it was a safe space?
Woo! Yes.
In your most
recent, yes.
You felt like it was a safe space.
You act shit else.
So what? What made you feel like it was a safe space?
I mean, just the reassurance that, like, hey, I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that you're in my life. I'm grateful that you are able to be yourself, like what you said, to be vulnerable. Yeah. To actually tell me things that you possibly would, like, hold, you know, to you. And as men, we know that, like, it takes a while for us to actually let a woman into that safe space to what we're talking about. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like those things, you know, in a relationship is what has me to, you know what I mean?
You know, just had a rough day at work or whatever. You know, a lot of times guys, they're so used to listening to us vent and talk about whomever, mama, daddy, friends, whatever. I feel like a lot of times that's missed with guys. Yeah. Because they don't talk much.
Yeah, they don't.
But the moment that they do actually want to sit and vocalize whatever it is, stop whatever you're doing.
Right.
And listen.
And
you know
like
what I mean?
Said,
And be interested.
As well,
And be interested because men will really suffer in silence. They rather not talk about it.
They won't even tell.
Yeah, they rather not talk about it. Rather go in their own invisible corner and work through whatever it is they need to work through, and still be showing up, acting normal, but they really battling in their own mind. They got their own mind field that's going on in their head or whatever it is that they battling. So if a man comes home and he really want to talk, okay, let me put these groceries down. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, let's chat, and then be interested.
Yeah.
Because the more interested you are and the more intrigued you are in regards to what they're talking about, the more open they become, the more they feel like you really care. And you're not as just like...
It's not all about you, like you said.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
we do a lot of talking.
Yeah, like that's all we do.
Yeah.
I mean, really, when you think about it, that's really all we do. And if you really look at a man, a lot of times they not telling you what the homeboy's going through.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't chatting about their group chat for real. They not talking about work. You ask them how work was, oh, straight.
That's it.
Did anything happen today? Work? No, it was good. You know, so like the moment you get into, and it eventually happens. So the moment that it does happen, and they stop becoming so vague, take it and like allow yourself to engage into whatever it is that they're talking about. And then that just becomes like the trickle of everything else, because then they may start to feel a little bit more comfortable with sharing whatever else it is they need to share.
Like, we human, people gonna do what they want to do. That's why we have free will, you know, to do what it is that we want to do. And if that's what type of time you want, if you just tell a woman, because most of the time, like, I don't be wanting to be dealing with niggas all day, every day. Like, please give me a break. Like, you know, you need some time perfect. You know what I mean?
Somebody that got that perfect balance, though.
Yeah.
That's a maturity thing, man. I feel like in your 20s, I say this all the time, I feel like when you in your 20s, or even I would say low 20s, but high 20s, you start to have a conscience. I don't feel like you have a conscience in your lower 20s.
It's YOLO.
Yeah, it's like, it's whatever. And so it's like, I guess as you get older, you kind of be like, okay, I can't be fucking around no more because I don't know how many chances I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta lock in on what you feel comfortable with. But also you gotta find somebody that you're comfortable with that you wouldn't let all them guards down. Because it's a certain, for when guys be on that toxic shit, it's a guard though that he hasn't let down yet. In a sense too though. And that's why I feel like if that may have also come off as if I forget what I was gonna say. He coming off as if he not fucking with you. He might be fucking with you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's a I don't know, that's a toxic trait.
And I've heard that.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck with you, but the way that I fuck with you seems like I don't fuck with you.
Yeah. But you gotta know
crazy.
Him, though. It's crazy. But
that's crazy.
It can be some bullshit too though. But it's also about you gotta know who that person is though. You gotta know how they joke around or how they talk.
You right.
Or how they they
lingo. Because I'm thinking about a person that said that to me. And I believe like
that
he really
it could go both ways.
No, he really believed he really
okay. So
felt
he was real.
No, he was dead ass.
Okay, yeah. So it could be his lingo.
Yeah, it's his a combination of that. And then I had to say it out loud. Cause like when stuff don't really click to me, I say it out loud. Cause you know you can ration out anything in your head. But once you say it out loud, and I was like, I fuck with you, but the way I fuck with you make it seem like I don't fuck with you. I was like, okay, like what?
He was a rapper?
Yeah, whatever. No, it did.
That's a bar.
It's a bar. No, it is a bar. Like it did come off the song. Like for real, it did. It is crazy because we was listening to the song.
Okay.
And then when the nigga said it, I'm like, and he like, no, that's
some real shit.
That's some real shit. Like, and I was like, okay.
What are warning signs that you're in an unsafe space?
She ain't saying shit.
And she feels uncomfortable.
Body language.
Yeah, for sure.
Body language, energy, all that shit.
Some people can't recognize it.
No, they recognize they don't want to.
She ain't saying much.
Yeah.
She might say one word here and there, but
they're not as open. They more secluded with what they tell you. You know what I'm saying? They give you just enough to keep you on the fishing hook. You know what I'm saying? But then they don't all the way just reel you in.
Shit, when women don't feel comfortable, they just leave. Fuck. I don't know.
That too.
They just fucking bounce. Oh, I gotta go. I'm out.
Okay, if you create the safe space, right? You create the safe space of like allowing me to be myself and allowing me to be open and free and all of that. And then you turn around and bring everything up that I have shared with you. I was vulnerable. I was able to, you know what I mean? I really like open myself up. Most men be like, these women have so many walls and I gotta break through walls just to get you to be yourself or talk to me or tell me your trauma, past, whatever. And then I tell you, and then later on this is why you and your mom don't get along. I see it. I see why you or this is why you relationships haven't lasted for you. So it's like that's like abuse. Yeah. And it's like that makes me shut back up. Now the walls are back up. Now I'm not telling you shit else. Yeah. Now I ain't telling you nothing else because now it's like I thought I could share that with you, and I was vulnerable enough to bring it to you. So that's a trigger or a bad or
unsafe, making it unsafe, a warning sign.
Yeah, like if you're having a conversation with somebody and you have to pull like information and it doesn't flow properly, you know,
something's wrong.
Yeah,
you gotta figure out what it is.
Yeah, something isn't wrong, or maybe the chemistry or the energy just isn't there. Yeah. You know, and to me, that's what makes me uncomfortable. Like being in a situation where the energy isn't there and it's just flowing. Cause you know, I get up and just leave, and I'll be like, you know what, it's been real. Yeah, and I'm just gonna get up and leave because at the end of the day, I ain't here to waste nobody time. You know, so I think that's like a red flag, like off rip.
They already have their mindset like this is what I want. I'm gonna get it. But that gives me rapey energy. Is that fair?
Yeah. That's fair.
That's fair. That gives me rapey. I cannot stand a guy. You ever hear me out? I'm a question. Have you ever? This sounds so bad. Like if a guy, if you're, say you're the guy, but say you're laying in the bed or whatever, and there's sex that is potential sex, but the girl doesn't want to have sex anymore, and the guy gets mad. That gives me like rapey energy. Because why are you upset?
Is he giving mad? Like he like
like that.
Oh, he's really showing it. He's showing the emotion.
That is so rapey energy to me. Like if I tell you no and you're, I think that is just so bad. And why are you not okay with that? Like, isn't that weird? I know this is off subject, but that is not weird.
That's still been a safe space.
Yeah, but I feel that's so weird and that's so uncomfortable. Like, how do you know that it's just not? I just don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you feel it, but I'm just not feeling it right now. And I'm just saying that.
Niggas,
that is disgusting.
Listen, speaking from a man, niggas know, but when their dick is hard, niggas don't care. They be thinking with their dick, so they like.
That's fair, but when you're
disappointment is real too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you
nobody like to be disappointed, so they're emotional. Thinking that you gonna get some shit.
It's that disappointment. Niggas disappointed. Like, damn, I thought I was about to hit. Damn, this shit was lit. We had a good night. Bye. Yeah, so.
I mean, yeah, but maybe you shouldn't show it because I don't know. That gives me rapey energy. As a woman, doesn't that give you like, oh yeah, because why are you upset?
Because listen, if he don't show it, maybe you still might get it to him.
But my thing is this. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you pee about it, if you gonna be player about it, if I be like nah, and you like okay, I understand.
You still might give it to him.
Thank you. But the minute you like, ew, I hate you. Like I don't even not hate, but I strongly dislike you at this point. Like I'm
turned off.
I don't know. Like I've recently experienced that because I keep triggering on this money shit. But I've recently experienced a situation where a guy was kind of telling me like, I just want you to be soft. And he gave the examples of, well, I'm X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, that's cute. I mean, I get it. But where is safe at in that? Like, what have you, okay, I think men, maybe this, let me I can say this, how it makes sense. Give me the actions to show me that it's safe. Like, if you're not, you're constantly telling me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you should feel safe. I need the validation to know that it's a safe spot. So I've ran into a lot of men saying like, well, I make X amount of money. I think you should want to open up. I think you should want to do this. You should want to do that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I need the actions to follow with what it is that you do. And I think a lot of men get so caught in this,
their ego.
Yes. And the Kevin Samuel high value man bullshit.
Yeah.
You know,
that you don't really care about me. You care about
you
the
just
idea.
think for a long time the comment and the argument was I'm the prize. They used to get on women about saying I'm the table, I'm the prize.
Yeah, what
and
you
it's
bring,
like
what
now
you bring. Yeah.
it's flipped.
Yeah.
It kept the same as hollering about high value men, rest in peace, but high value men. And now all of y'all niggas think y'all high value men because you make a certain amount of money. You over a certain tier in the because like you said, like what if you make
you lack
150?
substance.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of men that are like that.
Yes.
They lack substance.
Yes.
There's no conversation.
None.
We can barely talk about anything.
None.
And like I said, you like the idea of me. You don't like me. Let's be honest.
Yes.
You don't like me. If you like me, there would be a safe space. And I wouldn't have to question and be like,
and you would drive.
Should I share this or should I not? Or should I be? That's not there. And that's how you know it's crazy because it's like the person that doesn't have it, like as much money, he has time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taking the time, baby. He wants to know everything that happened to you and where it started and where you from. But the ones that have money that are high value, it's just like you should just like me because I'm me. Like that's enough.
Because
you don't just like me, and it's just like no, like what do we really talk about? What do you really know about me? Where do I come from? Like so, it's ugly.
It's ugly. So
I feel you, that's a trigger for me too. Yeah, I'm like, just in the middle where I'm like,
I'm comfortable.
I don't.
I want to play off of that though, like of them not saying nothing, because I also feel like that is something that you gotta like. I've been in a situation where I was talking to a chick and she wasn't really saying nothing like that, and I was trying to figure out like why. It wasn't that she was upset, but I'm talking about like when I'm trying to talk to her, it's like I'm trying to. I could tell she fucked with me, but I'm pulling it out of her like information
she
about
don't fuck with you.
No, I don't think it's. I don't think it was that though. I'm saying in the sense of like. What she used to go through in the past.
Okay.
And now
that's
it's like,
what you was
I don't
asking her?
know. No. I'm asking her
regular question.
Yeah. Okay. But her willing to express those feelings though was on a hold like for like at least the first almost 3 months. Like, and we was talking, like it was like we was still hanging out and we got to a point where we was sexy to ask her if she was still like not like expressing like I don't know. It's like little small shit. I feel like we should be talking about it.
Did y'all ever have a conversation about it?
I mean, it got to a point where she did open up though, but I found out it was because of shit that she used to go to in the past. She didn't know or felt comfortable with expressing those because I guess the dude before her didn't like it or didn't like. I don't know what.
He didn't create a safe space.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't
and
create a safe space.
So now she like, I don't know if I say this, I don't know if you're gonna fuck with me no more. I don't know. It could be whatever. Like, but
that's just a horrible place to be in.
Yeah.
Like I hate that for her. I hate that for women, men in general. Like I don't want to be in any environment where I cannot be myself.
Right.
You know, and that's just very unfortunate. But you know, like you said, it has to be created. It doesn't just happen because, like you said, in her past. I was thinking more like on abuse side. I don't know why my mind went there.
It could be some of that too.
Or like where it's more so like people use stuff against you. Like your trust has been betrayed by somebody that, you know, said they loved you and said that they cared about you when you opened up to them and you shared things with them. And then like when shit hit the fan, you know, they used it against you. You know, they weaponize your secrets.
Like there's a like you being in check with your emotions too. Like that's gonna help create that safe space. Like my dude, if I'm like kind of not like I told you recently, I had that surgery, so I kind of just been like, and he's like, I understand, babe. Like
he understands.
Like, I'm gonna be patient
because he know you just had that surgery, so he understands.
Yeah.
But
if he knew I had that surgery and he was just like, man, when we gonna do this, like this is forever. Like I would be like, whoa,
yeah,
you know. But he should like, cause he is frustrated, but he's not delivering his frustration.
But your mouth still works.
I'm about to say, are you doing?
I'm about to say that.
I feel like your man should be able to be transparent with you like that.
What?
In a safe space. Because like y'all been together already for a minute.
He said he feel like the man should be able to be transparent with you like that. Like if it's your boyfriend, like your man.
Y'all in a relationship, y'all been doing this.
If he's frustrated, he should be able to show that.
Like in a good time go without getting no ass, nigga like, fuck, right? Like,
no, it's no.
But you should still be able to express it in a way to make me feel like I'm comfortable.
For what reason?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Okay, because
okay. Do you want to change the subject? Do you want to like turn the tables?
If a nigga bust a nut quick, what's your reaction?
I don't care. My pussy's great. Thank you. So we're good.
Depending on the situation,
like, it felt good. It felt good. You were happy. Like I don't care. Like that doesn't matter to me. Like I don't care. If
so you never been mad about a nigga busting quick?
Why would I? We're gonna run it back again once you get you back out.
That part.
It's not that. Like I've never gotten. Why would I be mad about that? Like
I'm just saying that's what most women do. I'm just asking.
That's what I'm saying.
You're just different.
For real though. I don't know. It's like the. Of course you want the high value man. Of course, why wouldn't you? Like that's just comfortability. It's a safety net. And for women, that's what we want. We want to feel secure. Security is what makes us
vulnerable.
You know,
maybe.
all of that.
Right.
But
they don't
where is the substance?
Yeah.
There's never substance there.
No.
Like there's never.
They're not.
I can't even say none of the relationships or situationships that I've had with high value men have lasted. They've never worked. Because I don't like substance. I was raised by 2 old people. You know what I mean? So maybe we can in the roots. I'm deeper than the surface. So it's like a man that is feeling in his ego and feels like you don't like me. I got all of these women, and what you mean? You don't care about me at all.
And can't
like,
bring nothing
be
honest,
outside of that. You don't. Yeah.
And that's what we have that conversation often about just like money can come and go. Careers can come and switch. COVID can come back.
Yeah.
And you can lose your job. And then what we talking about?
Nothing
and then we see a lot of the relationships back in COVID when people was forced to stay together. You realize people may have really been with each other for the wrong shit. Like, you know what? I don't like your motherfucking ass at all. You're not who I thought you were. Like we really had a relationship to where we were coming and going.
Yeah. And now we're stuck.
And now we're stuck here and we don't really have much to talk about. So I feel like unsafe, if there's any warning signs, I feel like if the guy is flipping it back on you for sure. Even too, vice versa. Like if a woman, you're using your safe space to tell a woman something and she flips it back on you, that's definitely a warning sign.
The manipulation part.
Yeah. And then also too, just the fact that you just think because you come with this, I'm supposed to be this, and it just don't work that way.
Not at all.
My bad, I ain't even cut you off.
But he doesn't do it. But he doesn't do it in a way that it's like off-putting, because he is frustrated.
So are you? Like she said, your mouth still works. So are you helping him in other ways?
I offer that, but he's like, nah. When you
you offered it?
I'm gonna want the pussy.
Oh, you offered it?
Yeah.
He don't come off head?
He does, but he's like, but the head be so fire, he's gonna want the pussy.
Nah, that don't make sense. You gotta want both.
It does.
If you gonna come, you might as well just get the nut. What I'm saying?
Oh
Better take this. You don't know me. I'll be like, you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna get.
I'll take it. I'll take that.
I was about to say, most people, I'll take it.
I'll take that.
Take it. I'll do it. Let me tell you one thing about 2 things.
And so, like,
my period on my mouth still works.
If he's gonna
I'm on live. I got to not talk like that. I be y'all forgetting me. I'm on live, and not just gonna put that on there.
We being real.
That's gonna be the first. That's gonna be on the.
It's live. They already seen it.
What I'm saying is, it's gonna be on the Instagram, and the very first screen is gonna be like, my period on.
Hey.
My mouth work. Well, it's gonna be the first thing right there.
Aziza, you're in a safe space.
No.
It's okay. You're in a safe space.
Why you look at me like
say what you want.
I know, it's just gonna be funny.
This is a safe space.
No, this is not the safest space, but I mean, I can live.
You're safe.
I'm safe, but am I really safe? Am I safe from the world? No.
I feel like you're gonna get some mixed reactions from dudes about this.
What can men do to help create a safe space for women at any point of the relationship, whether it's like the beginning, middle?
Be vulnerable.
Oh, that's fair. I like that.
Be vulnerable. When you vulnerable, they're gonna feel so fucking safe with you.
Oh, yes.
That's true.
That's so
true. When you're vulnerable, guys, they're gonna feel so safe with you.
I agree.
You're gonna get good head.
Right.
You're gonna get good pussy. You might even get to run a red light.
Sure will.
Kill Bill 3. Nah, for real though. What happened?
You make me feel uncomfortable.
This is a safe space.
I don't feel safe, but
Wow.
I mean, it like with me, it just depends on the situation, right? Because sometimes you have to give people like the opportunity to just be with themselves. Like sometimes I don't need a response from you. I just need like a moment, right? And then also another thing I think that a guy could do is like reassurance. You know, reassurance, like positive talk. your tone. You know, your tone should be very calming and soothing. You know, when you're talking, and don't try to pry. You know, like if I want to vent, if I want to talk, just let me go. You know, I don't need you to fix it. I don't need you to answer it. I don't need you to point out what I did wrong. Just kind of listen and let me flesh it out. And then if I come back to you and be like, hey, well, what did you think about this or that? Then I will receive your opinion about it. But in that moment, you know, I just need to let it out, you know. And I just think that with creating that, you just have to know who you're talking to, right? You just have to know the type of man that you have, you know. And I always say the way that you can tell if a man really cares about you is how he talks to you. You know,
that's the first thing.
Yeah, no, that's the first. Even over like cheating, all that, like how a man speaks to you, because a man could not cheat on you but still don't love you. You see what I'm saying? Like, cheat. It's a lot of reasons why men don't cheat. That don't have nothing to do with them loving their girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I don't look at that as like, oh, if he don't cheat on you, he love you. No, it's how does he speak to you? Because at the end of the day, it don't cost nothing to be nice. You know, so I'm a very firm component. You don't yell at me. Don't raise your voice at me. Don't curse at me. Because as a man, it's not gonna bring the best out of me. And that's what you would hope for in your partner, to be the person that brings the best version of them out. Yeah.
That's dope.
I'm a great listener. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to your actual, when you do give me the opportunity to like know who you are.
The cap.
I'm gonna listen to what you got to say, because I feel like that's what's in turn gonna help me just as a man, not on some real shit, fuck up and do some shit that is gonna be detriment to me not being able to secure you, you know what I'm saying, lock it all the way down. Like, as men, we gotta be good listeners. Like, we turn one ear on and the other one off, but you gotta, like, I'm putting you down. And in order for you to like fully just do your thing, you gotta be a good listener, man. You gotta know and understand what it is they saying and be able to actually, again, to what I was saying, give back what they putting out. You know what I'm saying? Like for real though. I don't know bullshit. Like, you gotta be a good listener.
That's
like,
beautiful.
Fellas, I would just say be honest with yourself. If you be honest with yourself, then I feel like you'll be more willing to be honest with your partner. And in that case, I think that's the start of it. But I think over time, as you dating, it could be the small. It's a lot of small things, like you said, listening, paying attention. Depending on how, you know, what she's into, it's a little things you can do to reassure her.
Yeah.
I mean, typical thing is flowers. But you know, you could find different ways to do it. But just be active, be intentional.
Yeah.
That's
a
the
good
biggest
one.
thing.
Be intentional. Yeah, because if you're around a person long enough, you'll learn them. You know what I mean? You'll understand what they like. You know. So it's like, hey, you on your way to your girl house, you know she likes, you know, raspberry refreshers from Starbucks. You just stop, grab one. It's little things like that. People think it has to be these grand gestures, and it really doesn't. It really doesn't. It's the very, very, very small things, you know. So, yeah.
I guess in conclusion, like, going back to our first point, the mutual space. I mean, the safe spaces have to be mutual. Period. They both deserve them. We as women have to get more interested, ask more questions, be more vulnerable to hearing them out, and allowing them to be emotional, soft, and
Oh, that was good.
That was good. Yeah, that's it. Conclusion, y'all. So we talked about holding a safe space. I think we both think that men, you should make sure you have, I think, open communication. Just be there. I think that's what the biggest thing, being there. that's not the easiest thing to do for a plethora of reasons, but just enjoy yourself through that relationship with the person that you in. Be truthful and hope for the best. Is what I say.
Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like creating that safe space is mandatory for your relationship to thrive. Like you can't be with somebody fully and you're not able to be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah. So that's the main thing. Be with somebody that allows you to be yourself. And you don't have to compromise who you are to be with that person, because that's the worst. You know what I'm saying? It's bad when a relationship don't work and and you were true to yourself. Yeah. But if you sacrificed and did shit, went against the grain, doing stuff that you know that you didn't want to do, set boundaries, and then it still
didn't
work out, that's the worst. You know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, I compromised all this and this, So just stay true to yourself.
True to yourself.
True to yourself.
You did.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you want it bad enough, you're going to create the safe space. You know? If not, then you keep being a fuck nigga. You do what you do. It works for you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a gentleman out here and get the right one, then you create the safe space. If you know that you're not shit and all you want is to tap that ass, then do what you know. Go for broke. Go for broke. What you got? Be a central, caring, loving male that your mama raised you to be.
That part.
That your grandmama raised you to be.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Don't do the shit your daddy taught you.
I don't know. I don't really have much to add to that. I think that was
I'm here all motherfucking week.
I think he got it. I think my boy got it.
All right.
Get these niggas off the mic.
Get these niggas out of here.
Yeah, I agree. I think that safe spaces are definitely important. You gotta have. I mean, they should be had in relationships. Like, I think they just allow relationships to move not seamlessly, but as seamless as they can. I feel like in friendships, anything that you're doing with another person, there should be a safe space that both parties can go to.
Right.
And come to a common whatever it is and be able to leave and not feel no type of way after that safe space has been exited. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So just those uncomfortable ass conversations. Like anything that's uncomfortable, I feel like safe spaces make it easier to have. Like, okay, well, because this is my partner and I know how she takes certain things, let me find another way to go around this. Like, I read something today and it said, effective communication. Oh, what was it? I can't remember. It was something so good, and I was like, damn, I didn't think about it like that. Like, if you care about the other party, your approach should always be effective. So, in layman's terms, how I interpret it was like, if your person doesn't do well with a certain type of delivery, say what you need to say. You're gonna say it the same way, but you're gonna say the same thing, but say it differently.
And I think that's what we don't do in relationships. Yeah. Because it's like friendships, you'll think about it first.
Absolutely.
You know all of your friends.
Absolutely.
You know, like, Keisha, she's not really argumentative. I gotta come to her soft. I gotta, or even if you felt like there was something that you really need to talk to her about, you know that there's a certain way I have to talk to her. Yeah. And it's the same with your spouse. But it's like, we don't really do that because 9 times out of 10, we have conversations when we're already angry, and we don't really have the conversations of like you said, the uncomfortable conversation of like, babe, we need to talk about something when we're already in a good space. Yeah. Because if we're having a conversation when we're already angry, nobody's listening.
And I wish that I wish also too, like a lot of times people would take that approach to every argument you ain't gotta. You can argue, but it ain't got to be hollering and yelling and cussing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like you said, it goes back to the effective
communication.
Because it's like you might only understand me screaming.
That's true.
I don't speak that language.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? So it's like if you know how I communicate, then come at me that way. But if you're screaming at me, I'm gonna feel childlike and I'm gonna scream back. So now where are we getting with this conversation? You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I literally said that. I was like, damn, that was a deep ass quote because he was just kind of gave the comparisons and he was just like, I said the same thing, but I said them differently. Yeah, I said them completely different.
Yeah.
So
talking at me and talking to me is two different things, baby. Because I'm gonna listen.
I agree. So I definitely feel like safe spaces are important. Mm-hmm. You gotta have them in order to have anything effective in a relationship. And yeah, on both sides as well. So
you make me feel uncomfortable.
This is safe space.
I don't feel safe, but
wow.
I think I feel more safe with you.
All right, let's
I'm joking.
Let me get Rhoda mic.
No, because you're.
No.
How you gonna switch it out, man?
Because we want to create a safe space for you.
Trying to create a safe.
I don't feel safe with him either.
What happened?
No, sit down.
He was already so he can run it back. Has anybody ever switched seats on the mid?
This is the first, nigga. I'm soldier boy.
We're all about creating safe spaces. She didn't feel safe, so we're gonna create a safe space.
But I always feel safe with you, BC.
Safe space. Listen, you know I love you, Aziza.
More than anything.
But I want you to feel safe. So guys, have fun. Good. Wipe the sweat off.
All right, bro.
In conclusion, do whatever it takes to make her feel safe.
But in that same token, you need that transparency. I have to tell you what it is, correct? Right? Okay, then yeah, I think that's fair.
That's a cool way to end it.
Loyalty is timeless, unspoken ATL. Let's get to it.
What is that?
If it ain't authentic, I don't want it.
Really? Loyalty is timeless at its finest.
You talking authentics? Look, hey, I started my day like, who can I change? What can I learn? How can I earn more of the discipline from all them apps they put in my phone? That's my concern. You see the youth? Wait, don't answer. You might be blinded by all of them cameras. Don't be the one with your son on the channel. Fox 5, watch out my energy block by. You losing the drive, the car died. But me, I let the bars ride from way back. Archive. Don't you get lost though, trying to prove what's gonna all show. Cause only your heart knows the true feeling deep inside close. The kind folks take off the blindfold and get your mind growth. I shine so, you see the light now? I pray you find hope. The top ain't too far from us now. Feel like I climb rope, regardless. Ain't no dropping the crown, pass it to control.
I start off my day like, I gotta thank God that I got to see daylight. Something I never take light, staying up late nights. Praying my people gon' get it together for better and make sure these babies get raised right. Cause there's too many visiting great sights. Like who gave you permission to take life? I can rap about anything, nigga, literally anything. Ain't about what a penny bring or a dollar do. But trust me, I need every dollar do. Better audible quick, got 100% of confidence. Most niggas don't defend to run from it. They don't like to face the truth, I compliment. Let's preach. I grew out the concrete. When I spit it, it's concrete. Now they listen when con speak. Man, this shit is in arm's reach. Real, look, get the flexing and bomb beats. Keep it cool as a calm breeze. And pray I'm protected from all of the evils I don't see. And it's on me, for real. I start off my day like, stop playing with us, for real. His loyalty is timeless. As always, at its finest. Loyalty and passion streaming everywhere, man. Y'all go grab that. His loyalty is timeless all day, everywhere. Yeah.
Follow my hair page. It's Icy Hair Brand. Right now I have a sale going on. It's $50 off all wigs, HD wigs, and tape-ins. And I always have deals with sew-ins and wigs and everything. Just follow my Instagram. But yeah.
And she can make your hair grow.
And I can do that. And I do men's braids. I do a really good job.
She made my beard grow. I ain't had no beard, so I never heard.
Man, anyway.
My name is Sakia Donaldson, and I am the author of Fly Girl Quotes, which is a new affirmation journal available on Amazon. I'm currently on a 10-city book tour, so hopefully you can catch me in a city near you.
Shout out to my boy Jeter. That's what we drinking on, Jeter Readers. Make sure y'all get y'all some Jeter Readers, man. Hit my boy up. For real.